Selection and subselection tools. In this tutorial, we're going to discuss selection and subselection tools. Now, just by the words selection and subselection, we can gather that these tools are used to select and subselect the object, right? Well, let's discuss how these tools work. We'll start off with the selection tool. Selection tool allows us to move or drag an object. We can select single as well as multiple objects using this tool. Now, this is the selection tool, and its keyboard shortcut is the letter V. Now, we're going to place two shapes on the stage. Select the tool from the toolbox and click on the object and drag. Now the object gets selected and moved, right? Well, next, if we want to select multiple objects, hold the Shift key and select the objects. Or you can go to Edit in that, choose Select All option to select the entire object. Its keyboard shortcut is Ctrl-A. Now, if we wish to deselect the object, click outside the object or go to Edit and choose Deselect All option. The keyboard shortcut for that is Ctrl and Shift and A. Now, next we'll discuss how to duplicate our object. We can duplicate the object by holding the Alt or Ctrl key and just dragging. Note that it will create multiple copies. Or you can go to Edit and choose the Duplicate option, and it will duplicate the object. Its keyboard shortcut is Ctrl-D. Well, now, let's discuss how to edit the curve. Move the cursor near the edge of the rectangle. Now we can see an angled curve beneath the cursor. Simply drag to edit the corners. Similarly, move the cursor near any one side of the rectangle. Now we can see an arc beneath the cursor. Drag the sides to alter the shape. There you go. See, we've got ourselves a different shape. Fine. Now, as we select the object, we can find two objects for selection tool, and they are Straighten and Smoothen. Smoothen option allows us to smooth the fill or stroke of a shape. Straighten allows us to straight both the fill and stroke of a shape. Let's modify the oval and select it. Now click on Smoothen Modifier. It will smoothen the oval shape. Next up, Straighten Modifier straightens a shape both stroke and fill. Now let's select the oval shape and click on Straighten Modifier. Note that the oval has regained its original shape. The properties of Selection tool are similar to the properties of a Flash document. Hence, we can move, drag, copy, and edit an object using the Selection tool. Next up, Subselection. Subselection tool is used to display and adjust the points in a shape or a drawing object. Its keyboard shortcut is simply A. Place one object on the stage. Select the tool and click on the shape. As we click on the object, we can see some points, right? Now, these points are known as anchor points. As we move the cursor near the anchor point, we can see a blank box beneath the cursor, which shows that we can edit the anchor point of that shape. Now, just drag the anchor points, and our shape will modify like this. Very good. While dragging, we get an arrow with two heads. The arrow is known as the Bezier bow, and the 2 points are known as the Bezier points. We can alter our shape by moving the Bezier points. Now, if we wish to move one point, press the Alt key and move it such as this. If we move the cursor between the two anchor points, we can view filled box beneath the cursor, which indicates that we can't edit the shape, and only moving a shape is possible. Thus, we can edit the corners of the object as well as move the object using the Subselection tool. The properties of Subselection tool are similar to that of the Selection tool. So therefore, from this lesson, we've learned that Selection tool allows us to move or drag an object, and Subselection tool is used to display and adjust the points in a shape or drawing object.